Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for coming in. Please have a seat.
Thank you. I did bring another business card just in case you misplaced my last one.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Like I said before, feel free to call me or email me at any time.
Great.
Okay. I was talking to your mom at the front desk.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a very nice lady.
Yeah, she has her moments.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I've worked with family in the past as well, so goods and bads about that, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I do really appreciate that you were, and you and her were able to give me a second appointment.
Sure.
I was talking to her. You said about 15 minutes today. Is that still correct?
Yeah, I mean, I have some meetings and things to run too. It's kind of a hectic day today, but I know we had this scheduled, so I wanted to stick to that. So I should have about 15 minutes today.
Okay, I do appreciate that. I would like to set an agenda then.
Okay.
Kind of like to go over some things we did cover in our last meeting.
Okay.
Ask you some more questions just to clarify.
Sure.
And then I brought some material to go over, and I also brought my iPad back. I know I'd mentioned I'd go over that ADP Run app with you.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yep, does that sound good?
Absolutely.
All right. So we did go over right now, basically your plans for growth is you do want to double in size.
Correct.
Some things kind of holding you back for that is just your hiring process. You're taking 40 hours just in the one hiring process, and you have a very small HR handbook right now. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay, and you also mentioned you kind of have a turnover problem, although we didn't really discuss that too much in detail.
Yeah. So I mean, my turnover's been a big problem. You know, just because of the growth. Obviously, it's very seasonal employment that we
Right.
have. A lot of younger staff. I can't really, I don't really trust a lot of the employees that I have right now. So, that is a concern for us.
Okay. So it sounds like trust is a big thing, just the hiring process?
It is, yeah. And I mean, we have 13 locations now that I really can't be at all times. So, it's hard to be able to know, you have a trusted, employee at each location.
Right.
That is going to do a good job and not steal or give away free things and stuff like that.
Just that peace of mind with that.
Sure.
Do you do background checks at all then?
Right now we don't. I mean, we pretty much have we call references,
Okay.
but that's our background check.
Okay. Do you think it's probably the biggest thing, just the background checks and really looking into your employees?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, if we did kind of take that extra step with the background, that really could kind of weed out the good and the bad.
Right.
So that is something that, we have kind of talked about but never really looked into.
Okay, definitely. I know we also mentioned, too, maybe also improving your HR handbook that might kind of give them a little more engaged in the business and hopefully that your turnover rate does go down with that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, so we can definitely talk about background checks later as well. Then.
Okay.
Also, your payroll that you do at your office, you have to do it all at a desktop.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you've ran into some problems, you've been gone for the weekend, have to come back in. Also, that's taking you about a whole day to process.
It is, yeah. It's very time-consuming.
It's a lot of
As
time.
we grow, it's only going to get worse, so I can
Right.
imagine.
Right. And then I know you mentioned, too, that you possibly have a problem with either overpaying or underpaying your employees. So can you tell me a little bit about how you actually enter the numbers in at the time?
Yeah, so I mean, basically what we do now is we use a software called QuickBooks.
Okay.
So it's basically just a software that we use, and it's all manual. So when I'm doing this, it's late at night after I'm having long days, at the office and things like that. And again, it's all manual error. So a manual error, little mistake here and there. Yeah. Can I help you? Hey, Adam, how's it going?
Angelo, how are you? Not so great. Not so great.
What's wrong?
Fudge twister's broken again.
Oh no.
5th time this month.
Well,
You need to come down to the store.
as you can see, I'm in a meeting right now with ADP.
What is this meeting?
Well, we're talking about payroll and some HR issues.
Payroll?
Yes.
You're not going to need payroll if your stores don't have fudge twisters that are working.
Adam, I
I
understand.
need you to come to the store
Okay.
and help me fix it now.
15, 20 minutes? Can I
Hurry
call you
up.
soon? I will.
Hurry up.
I will.
Okay?
All right.
I'll do my best to hurry.
I apologize for that. As
That's
you
all
can
right.
see, obviously things are always hectic around here, so
Right. I'm just
sorry,
gonna
please
come in.
continue.
That's all right. I'm just going to come into you for that thing, too.
Mhm.
Okay. I know we were mentioning the manual input of the numbers for your, and you said, is there ever any, double entry or?
Yeah, I mean, there
Buddy
is. I
punching?
mean, I think we do. I mean, right now we do use basically a punch system and things like that. So I have, if I'm not at the locations, I'm sure that there's people that are coming in late that, like you said, there's buddy punching and help each other out. So, that's costing the company a lot of money.
Right.
So we really don't have anything in place right now to track that.
Okay, so just that time theft issue.
Yes.
Okay, I can definitely discuss that too when we go over the ADP run.
Okay.
Then last we already covered too the taxes, if you ever find that does kind of fall on you.
Mhm.
So as your compliance posters, I did mention it's about $7,500 if you're ever to be out of compliance and to be audited.
Okay.
I did look into it for you as well. Overall, it is per location for that fine.
Okay, great. I appreciate
Yeah.
looking into that.
So that would be a big thing there if you ever were to be audited, just kind of, just so we can handle that for you, give you that kind of peace of mind. And then overall, I realize that time obviously is a very big issue for you.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wish I could kind of clone, four of me to be able to help myself out, but right now, unfortunately, it's just really me doing everything.
Okay, so did I miss anything that you want to go over at all?
I think to me, you kind of hit on it. My top three right now is turnover. Turnover is extremely important, hiring the right talent. Two is the compliance issue. As we grow, we open different locations and things like that. As you said, it's 7,500 per location. The clients are going to get bigger and bigger. And then three is time. Time is money. So I don't have a lot of extra time. So depending on what we do here, I want to make sure that implementation and everything like that falls in place isn't going to take up a lot of my time, because I don't even have time with my own employees right now.
Yes, and we can definitely go over that as well.
Okay, great.
I know implementation is always kind of a concern for customers, a time issue. Okay. All right, so I would like to discuss, first of all, we have our HR 411.
Okay.
I did leave this with you last time, but just in case you didn't bring it here, I brought another one.
Okay.
I know the big thing we talked about, which is that HR handbook. What we have is we have over 300 different templates that you can choose from to fit your company perfectly. And if you ever were to go in there too and you saw something you wanted to change, we also have 24/7 HR help desk as well that you can call into to make sure that the handbook is still in compliance. Like we said, we want to be here for you to make sure that we're kind of easy in that concern, giving you that peace of mind so you don't have to worry about if you're ever in compliance. Okay, so we do have a handbook. We also have a job description wizard. I know you're taking a lot of time with the hiring process. We have a job description wizard to kind of, I guess, attract the right people for your business. So hopefully your turnover rate really goes down with that. Like you said, turnover is huge. That's costing you money. That's costing you time. And as you also said, too, time is money after all. So the other thing we offer with our HR 411 package. And then lastly, we do have the compliance posters in this as well. So just covering that need.
Okay.
Just in case you're ever audited, I know that it's 7,500 per location.
Yep.
Okay, so do you see how kind of HR 11 Complete can kind of really help you, at least eliminate that turnover? I guess one thing I did forget to mention too, with HR 411, the biggest thing, background checks.
Yep.
Like I said, you mentioned you've had multiple problems just not finding the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you ever have that right person, you think you really want to hire them, we include our background checks in our HR 411.
Okay.
So that you make sure you have the right people for your business, so that you can kind of go towards those growth goals of doubling in the next couple of years.
Okay. Now, with this job description wizard, how are you going to be able to predict what type of talent I need at my company? Is it something that I basically give you a description of what I'm looking for, and you're able to, okay, good, great.
Yep. You tell us exactly what you're looking for, and we have other people on the line as well to kind of help you make sure you kind of format that job description in a way that's really going to attract the right people.
Perfect.
Okay, does it kind of ease your concern with the setup
Yeah,
of that?
absolutely. I mean, that sounds great, yeah.
Okay. And then secondly, I did want to definitely go into this here as well.
Okay.
Is our ADP Run app. With this, I know you mentioned that you're not really entering in your time, I guess, to the minute.
Right.
So I want to show you, actually. Companies actually, on average, pay about 1.2% over just by not having that automatic time clock.
Mm-hmm.
What we have with our ADP Run is we're going to give you either a card swipe system or the biometric scanner.
Okay.
So if you're worried about the buddy punching, maybe people also are passing off cards when they come in, we can have the biometric scanner for you. You scan their thumb, so therefore you know it's going to be the right person. You know it's down to the minute, and you're not wasting that. I mean, that's also, you're wasting maybe a little over 1,500 with just 15 employees.
Okay.
So you have about 10 per office, you have about 13 offices.
Mm-hmm.
That's about $13,000 a year that you could potentially be repaying with just your payroll.
Yep.
Kind of see how that can kind of get in the way of your growth goals then for your future?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we want to show you then is our ADP Run.
And all these features are all in the Run program that you're talking about.
We actually have two things that are bundled here together.
Okay.
We have the HR 411 Complete, and then we also have the ADP Run.
Okay.
I think what's going to work best for your company is just bundling those together to make sure you have the full package to kind of get into that success stage of your
But you
company.
can sell them standalone too.
We can, if that's what works. However, I think the need for your company is really to go with both.
Okay.
So with the ADP Run app here, I know you said too that you are with the desktop, and you've had problems coming in. This is all on a cloud, so it's as secure as an online bank, things like that. You're never going to lose anything on here, as well as you can take it anywhere. You can do it on a smartphone. Do you have a smartphone?
I do.
Okay. You can have a smartphone at home if you want to stay home for the weekend. You can do it on an iPad. You can still do it at your desktop at your office as well, or a laptop. It's always there. You want to click on payroll. We're just going to do a quick processing here. Okay. You want to start up here. We're going to start the weekly processing.
And this is what it would look like when I would do it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. As you can see here, you have the option for direct deposit or checks. I know you mentioned you really do like to do those checks. If you ever want to switch to direct deposit, fast, simple. We're going to start there. You can just change your payroll period. Okay. It's going to go in here. And I know you said you have multiple, or at least one manager per each location. They can go in there for their own payroll system, and they can see exactly what employees they have in those locations. You can go through, you can see all of the employees. You just want to click on any employee. Okay. As you can see here, he's making $17.23 an hour, and that's about how many hours he's working per week. Or at least that's how many hours he worked this week. So if you just want to hit preview there then. So you can go and you can check all your employees, different things like that.
Calculate?
Yep, we're going to calculate. Okay, that's just saying we're not going to take anybody's money. So up here, as you can see, this is how much cash is going to be required for that certain payroll processing.
Okay.
Okay, and you also can go down here. You're going to see how much taxes, different things that people want to take out of taxes as well as how much exactly you're paying per employee for that payroll processing. Everything looks good. You can hit approve. You can approve the payroll there. Okay. And you're done.
Wow.
You just did your first payroll with ADP.
Pretty easy.
Can you see how that would kind of help that time, not that 40, or actually a day with your payroll?
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes me think I'm watching sports at night, you know, and on my iPad and be able to do payroll instead of going back in the office or going to the computer. So that's really nice and convenient.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely going to help you too with that time. I mean, time is everything, especially if you have employees you need to take care of.
Yes, I do.
Just on the go, different things like that. So do you see it kind of help your company as well go forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, everything that you said, I think, as you can see, is all things that we need right now, especially as we grow and we're trying to double in size in the next couple of years.
Right.
So, you know, I love new technology and things like that ADP offers, and I really, you know, could think it could help our business. Yeah,
great. Is there any reason, I guess, you couldn't see moving forward with ADP today?
You know, I think to me the only is I do want to, you know, make sure that everyone, you know, my mom and everyone, it's a family-run business. Make sure everyone agrees with it, and then it goes in hand with our finances and things like that. But than that, then you know, I think it would be good.
Okay. So you want to check on the finances then at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, I really want to kind of see, you know, what kind of investment this looks like, because obviously we'd have to set this into our budget and stuff like that for, you know, for the upcoming year.
Okay, so you're concerned about cost then?
I don't know what the costs are yet, so I don't know yet if I'm concerned about them or not.
All right, well, I can definitely show you that here. For our ADP run, which was the run here, as well as our taxes and things like that, it's going to be a $25 base charge, as well as $2 per person. So you have about 10 employees, so that's going to be 20 there. Times that by, or actually add that 25 your base pay, it's 45. I'm going to times that by the number of locations you have. So that's going to be about $585 per payroll processing. And then for the HR package, it's a standard $4 per person.
Okay.
So you have about 130 employees. That's going to be $520 per payroll.
Great.
So this would be per payroll. But like you mentioned too, just that reducing that turnover rate, that's time and money right there.
Okay.
We're also going to give you those background checks to eliminate, I guess, hiring the wrong people. Those are payroll. That's saving you about a day. I mean, what could you be doing with that extra day you don't have to spending on payroll?
It's true, a lot.
A lot? Just kind of scoping out new businesses possibly.
Good. Hiring new talent, you know?
Right, right. Things like that, as well as, like I mentioned too, most companies are paying about 1.2% over just by not having that automatic to the time payroll. So right there is also saving you money as well. So just that kind of peace of mind for your growth goals.
Okay.
I feel like it's very important for your company.
Great.
And you also mentioned too, just the setup stage. I do want to let you know, I can leave this with you as well. If you were to start with ADP, you do have a welcome phone call afterwards. So we're going to contact you within 24 hours. We're going to get to know your business personally. We're going to go through a setup with you, kind of a welcome call, make sure that you have everything that you need. And then we're actually having a person come in to help you with everything. I know you're concerned about setting up the HR handbook, running through the payroll by yourself. So we're going to be here for that. We're also going to have 24/7 customer service, as well as you can call me anytime.
Okay, great.
So is there any reason that...
No, I mean, I think everything you presented looks good. I like it. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
I'll take it.
All right. So I'll have somebody contact you within 24 hours.
Great.
If you have any questions, let me know.
Great.
Otherwise, I will keep in contact.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Brandi, for coming in.